How you doing, big guy? Figured I'd get out of the way, let you catch up with 80. Though, from the look on your face, it doesn't look like it went well.
She's still angry at me for leaving.
Can you blame her? Shit, being a teenager's bad enough, but Ludmilla's death, your exile, it was all hard on her. But you did what you had to. You had to get away from us to get yourself back on track.
That's what I tried to tell her.
I've been telling her that for years. Never eased her pain, though. But you're back now. It'll pass. Just give it time.
Adana told me about your mission to infiltrate the fracking site.
Yeah, about that. We're currently at a roadblock. Endron's data encryption is uncrackable.
So she said.
Our only way to get our hands on that data is to take it directly from the server in their lab. But surveillance is tight. Even Adana couldn't get in there without being caught. And I don't think I could create a big enough distraction to draw their security's eyes away.
How did Adana's training go while I was away?
Rodko tried to make a Garou out of her, but all his training didn't exactly bear fruit. I know she doesn't like talking about it, but she says she doesn't feel the gift.
Do you think she's right?
I think only time will tell. But all of Rodko's obsessive Garou training only pushed her closer to me. She took an interest in my work, wanted to know all about my approach to infiltration, my thoughts on humans. And she was a fast learner. Call it ego, but I used to think she was trying to be like me. Then I realized she already had a role model, her mother. Adana realized that I could teach her a lot of the same stuff her mother could have, so she stuck to me like glue. And then she shifted up a gear, studied at Caltech and Columbia University, and she did it all on her own. You should be proud of her.
Always have been. Lambda Mankind's really made something of itself, hasn't it?
Yeah, took us a while, but we've got a solid group, and our name's out there. The bigger we get, the more we can do. Still need to get public opinion on our side, of course, and that's not going to be easy given the way Endron and its puppet media portray us. But the longer we fight, the better we can reclaim our narrative. The people will come to realize we're fighting for them in due time.
How did you manage to convince Rodko to house Lambda Mankind at Tarker's Mill?
Back when you were here, he wouldn't give the idea the time of day. But when he named me lieutenant, I told him I'd agree on one condition.
That he'd accept your Lambda Mankind.
Yep. Once he lived around them for a while, he finally saw that their determination to save the planet was every bit as real as his. And today, they're fully integrated into the cairn. Rodko's a big reason Lambda Mankind's accomplished what it has today.
Adana taking action, the attack on the cairn. It's hard for me to ignore the parallels with the day Ludmilla died.
I suppose the infiltration strategy doesn't exactly help things, huh?
Yeah. I'm terrified that we might somehow see a repeat of 5 years ago.
Don't worry, Cahal. Even if the broad strokes are similar, the details are completely different. We lost Ludmilla because we didn't know that Endron was working with the Black Spiral Dancer. Piece of shit must have realized Ludmilla was one of us. Nothing else could have. There's no way in hell that's happening again. We've checked Endron's security on all their sites around Tarker's Mill. There are no Black Spiral Dancers, not one. Adana's got this. She'll be safe.
So, how do you like being Rodko's lieutenant?
Things were a little bumpy in the beginning. Rodko didn't like my way of doing things, so I had to assert myself. Deep down, though, I don't think he would have gone easy on anyone. Nobody could replace you in his eyes.
Yet here you are, Rodko's right hand. I'd say you replaced me quite well.
I appreciate it, but it was never a question of ability. Rodko just had to get over it, to learn to stop yearning for the past. It was a slow process, but he's finally managed to turn the page. That said, your return has done him a lot of good. All of us, really. There's a lot of change we can effect with you here, Cahal. Keep that in mind. fracking site's too well protected. It's too much for 2 people.
What about your lambda mankind? I feel like they'd be distraction enough.
That's not happening. If we staged a full-on attack, they'd lock down the whole site, lab servers included. This is a job for a scalpel, not a chainsaw. Gotta keep our operation lean.
Sounds like you've got something in mind.
If we want to draw security's attention, we have to hit them hard. Blowing up the refinery should do the trick. But that's not happening until we can get into the fracking site. That's step 1. The site is protected by an electric fence and a myriad of cameras, all of which are powered by the dam Endron acquired when it bought the site. Now, if someone could get into the dam and connect me to their network, I could access their system discreetly.
Allowing you to cut the power to their defenses without their notice.
Exactly. We can worry about the fracking site after that.
Okay. I'll go talk to Rotko to see how he wants to make up the teams.
Thanks, Cahal. It's good to have you back. But if you don't mind, I'd like to take a few moments for myself. Lost some friends during the attack.
Don't worry. Take all the time you need.
So, any news on the group?
So, were you able to talk with your daughter?
Adana told me about her and Ava's plan to get their hands on the encrypted data inside the fracking site's laboratory.
To bring Endron down from the inside, yes. I think they've got the right idea. If we manage to chase Endron from this region, they'll just continue their dirty work elsewhere. It's time for a decisive blow. So we follow Ava and Adana's plan. We'll attack the dam to bring down the defenses of the fracking site. I want you to lead the incursion. You coordinate with Ava and Adana over comms, and allow them access to the dam's network.
Ava gave me the rundown. But if I set off a single alarm, things will get very dangerous very quickly.
I know. One sign something's amiss, and Tank Girl will be at the dam before you know it. So while you're sneaking through the inside of the dam, I'll be creating a diversion on the outside. That should keep her attention off you. And even if someone does raise the alarm at the dam, Tank Girl will have no idea why you're really there.
Good. You can count on me.
Excellent. We'll have Declan meet you near the dam. He's got the relays you'll place to get Ava and Adana access to Endron's network.
There's still a long way to go. But life's picking up again in the cairn. Ludmilla, I hope you can see this, wherever you are.
Yifen's strength will not last forever. He needs your help.
I hope you found your peace at last, old Magnus.
Your memory will stay with us, always.
Ceres, Gaia thanks you for your sacrifice. Now go. Yifen is waiting for you.
Save the forest, Cahal. Drive out the worm. I can feel my power fading.
Hey, Cahal, right?
You must be Declan. You with Lambda Mankind?
That's right. Ava's told me all about you. It's an honor, really.
I don't know about that. I hear you've got the relays I need to install at the dam.
Yeah, I got them right here. You need anything else?
How'd you meet Ava, anyway?
By investigating her, really. I used to be a cop, tasked with putting her and Lambda Mankind away. And I tried, but Ava runs a clean operation. That didn't make the bosses happy, though. They told me to falsify evidence to bring him down. That's when I realized they were in Endron's pocket. I tried calling him out, but the whole precinct came down on me like a ton of bricks. I had no choice but to run. And I ran to Ava. I pledged my life to fighting Endron.
You and the other humans. You know who it is you're working with, right? This isn't just ideology.
Mete a cobrir a poluição.
Yeah, I know. I know what you are. Ava told us everything. Trust me, Cahal. We're all on the same side here. We're fighting for the survival of the planet, whatever the cost.
What do you know about the dam?
After you took down their training center, they doubled down on security at all the other sites in the region. Even if Rodko draws their attention, you're still going to have a lot of resistance. They've even brought in some of their elite guards from Nevada. And these guys are huge. I don't even know if you could call them human anymore.
We've met, but I had no idea they were from Nevada.
Well, the training center you took out wasn't the only card Endron had in its hand.
That figures. I should be good.
Before you go, I've got a favor to ask. We've identified a key player working at the dam. We think she's got important information on whatever Endron's up to in Nevada. Her name's Victoria Vokes. We need you to question her. Get whatever info out of her you can.
Keeping the cairn safe is my top priority here, but I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Good luck, Cahal.
When Major Grainer's squadron attacked the activists' camp.
What are we supposed to do with it? Take it to their mine?
Nothing like that. They only want DNA samples. Just a routine pass.
I've ID'd the civilians taking readings on the nearby riverbank. Should I warn the commander?
No, they're working for us. Nothing to worry about from them.
What does the commander intend to do about these activists?
You'll know as soon as I do. For now, sit tight. Dismissed.
Holy shit.
Ava, I'm at the entrance to the site.
Good. The dam is down below. I'll give you the targets once you're in.
Try to be careful.
Don't worry, this isn't my first rodeo.
Sending in reinforcements from the back.
I'll make good use of that.
Anybody there? It's ready! Intruder! We've got an intruder! launching the attack.
Okay, let's go.
The main elevator is the only way to reach your targets. You should see a big warehouse door. It's just behind that.
Got it.
When will the new recruits from Nevada arrive?
Next week. Should be around 20. Their survival rate is improved.
Warehouse area is prohibited for civilian without clearance.
Mete a cobrir a poluição, mano.
It's requested to go to the turbine control room.
Vessel in sight!
Perhaps I'll pay her a visit. What do you want with this Vokes woman, anyway?
We're trying to find out more about Endrin's biofuel. Apparently, it's manufactured in Nevada.
I want the report on
Guess
my
who
desk
just came
first
back
thing
from
tomorrow
there?
morning.
Will do, Mrs. Vokes.
Victoria Vokes?
That's right. If you want something, be quick about it. I'm busy. Who are you anyway?
I'm with Endrin's intelligence division. We believe that you're the target of a local activist group.
Me? But why?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Perhaps you could answer a few questions for us. We think it must have something to do with your work. Can you tell me what you're working on?
That's classified. And if you don't know about it, it's well above your clearance. There's no way I can discuss Endrin's business secrets with someone like you.
It seems I wasn't clear, Mrs. Rose. We know this is about the biofuel. We just need to know why it would make those eco-terrorists want to target you. The intelligence division answers directly to President Watkins. And he's made his orders clear. He's told us to take you to Nevada if we see no other way to protect you and the information you possess.
Nevada? Out of the question. Work in direct contact with the degenerates Endrin tests on. Not on your life. Especially with the tests making them even more unstable.
What do you mean?
You know, those prisoners, they'll do anything for a commuted sentence and a few years on our payroll. Anyone who agrees has to undergo a series of
No, I can't share that information with anyone.
I understand. Just tell me what you can without violating the non-disclosure agreement.
Okay. All I can tell you is that when we first tested our biofuel in the wild, we discovered something very peculiar. Some animals exposed to the exhaust fumes changed. They became more resistant, more aggressive. Once we discovered that, we came up with a plan to test the effects on humans.
You've tested on humans. I see.
What does it have to do with me? Why am I being targeted by terrorists?
Calm down, Mrs. Vokes. The Intelligence Division will take care of this situation. You have my word.
You promise? Just in case, could you get me some protection or bodyguards or something?
Please, Mrs. Vokes, focus. We believe you have data on the biofuel project somewhere on site. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. My office is at the dam. I should have one of those files open on my computer right now, in fact.
Give me your badge, Mrs. Vokes. We'll need to completely wipe your hard drive. Can't take any risks with that sort of thing. You understand?
Yes, I suppose I do. Here. Oh, God. This is a nightmare. I'll stand by for your instructions or anyone you send.
I'll send some men to protect you as soon as I can. In the meantime, do not speak about this to anyone. Thank you for your cooperation, Mrs. Vokes.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Ava, did you get all that?
You bet I did. Nice work. All that's left is to find her computer.
How are you doing, Rodko?
They've taken the bait. Don't waste time.
I'm inside.
Okay. I'll mark the terminals where you need to plug me in.
And once you're finished, I'll guide you to the extraction point.
I've got the data. We're good.
Great. That data's just what we need.
Well done.
So I just received the medical files on the troops coming in from Nevada, and...
Is something wrong?
Strange. I don't know. They're ex-cons, so their blood tests came back positive for some of the psychoactive drugs you might expect. But there's something else. Something strange. I'll have to look into it.
Mete a cobrir pelo sub, mano.
I've disconnected the first terminal.
Perfect. Adana, how are you doing with the deceptors?
They'll be ready in a few minutes.